In Mexico City, there is a wealthy family known as the Noble family. The father, Germán, is a successful businessman, and he has 3 children named Javi, Barbie, and Charlie. Their mother passed away a few years ago due to health problems, and they now live off the money from a trust fund she left behind. Unfortunately, the children have become spoiled and lazy, and they haven't worked a single day in their lives. Germán is often busy with work and hasn't noticed their careless behavior. He believes their behavior is due to the emotional issues they're facing because of their mother's death. Barbie is dating a man named Peter, who is much older than her and a failed businessman. He is only interested in marrying her to get enough money to pay off his substantial tax debt. However, Barbie is unaware of Peter's true intentions and is infatuated with him. On Barbie's birthday, they plan a special party, and many extra workers come to help prepare for the celebration. Among them is Lucho, the nephew of their family maid, who used to live in their mansion's servant quarter. When they were teenagers, Barbie used to tease and bother Lucho by pretending to seduce him. As a result, Lucho doesn't like her at all. Javi, the middle child, is somewhat interested in taking over the family business in the future. However, he spends a lot of time partying with his friends and boasts about working for the company when, in reality, he does nothing but come up with foolish ideas all day long. He once suggests starting a petrol home delivery service, but his father's business partner, Karim, mocks the idea. Germán wants to boost Javi's confidence, so he assigns him a task to be sent to an associate the next day. The youngest son, Charlie, is a college student with a hipster lifestyle. He frequently skips classes and flirts with his teachers, which gets him into trouble. He spends his time partying and uses his parents' money recklessly for various foolish things. One afternoon, Germán sees a bill for his children's expenses from the past month, and even Karim notices the exorbitant numbers. Karim warns Germán about his children's careless spending habits, which causes Germán to worry. He knows that he needs to teach his kids the importance of money as soon as possible but is unsure how to do it. The Noble family's story reflects the challenges faced by wealthy families when it comes to raising responsible and financially aware children. Germán realizes that his children's behavior needs to change, and he must find a way to guide them towards a more responsible and meaningful path. It remains to be seen how Germán will tackle these issues and help his children grow into responsible adults. Later that day, Javi spontaneously decides to take a group of his friends on a trip to Miami, completely forgetting about the important task his father had given him for the company. In the evening, Barbie's birthday party is a big success, and everyone is enjoying themselves. Barbie notices Lucho, who is working at the party, and asks him to clean a stain off her dress. Lucho doesn't like it, but he obeys to keep his job. Peter, Barbie's older boyfriend, sees this and interrupts them, asking for a private moment with Barbie and her father, Germán. During the private conversation, Peter asks Germán for permission to marry Barbie. Germán is concerned about Peter's lack of a job and wonders how he will make Barbie happy. Barbie, however, assures Germán that they will use her trust fund to support themselves. Germán becomes suspicious of Peter's intentions and disapproves of the marriage, but Barbie remains firm and announces their engagement. The situation quickly escalates from there. Germán discovers that Javi forgot about the important task for the company. He then receives a call from Charlie's college dean, informing him that Charlie was caught having an affair with his teacher and was expelled. The stress becomes too much for Germán, and he is taken to the hospital due to trouble breathing. Fortunately, it's not serious, but Germán decides to pretend he had a heart attack when his children come to visit him. He hopes this will serve as a wake-up call for them to see how much stress they cause him. However, instead of showing concern, the 3 siblings start arguing about a movie. After their visit, Germán decides that he must teach his children a lesson. He devises a plan with his business partner, Karim. They will fake bankruptcy and send the siblings to live in the slums. The story depicts the consequences of the children's reckless behavior and the drastic measures Germán takes in an attempt to teach them responsibility. It remains to be seen how this plan will impact the spoiled siblings and whether it will lead to positive changes in their attitudes and actions. Some time later, Barbie is at a restaurant with her friend when her card gets declined, and she doesn't know what to do because she's never experienced this before. Javi is partying with his friends, and Charlie is in a meditation class when they both receive urgent calls to return home immediately. When they arrive, they find out their phone lines have been cut, and a group of people outside is demanding money. Germán appears looking very nervous and tells them to escape by jumping over a wall. Once they are away from the house, Germán reveals that he was betrayed by Karim, who ran away with all their company's money. Germán is now broke and wanted by the police for fraud. Since the siblings are shareholders of the company, they are also wanted by the police. To avoid detection, they have to cut off contact with their relatives and live a simple life away from luxury. Germán takes the kids to his father's old house, which is not listed as a company asset. The house has been abandoned for years, and it's in ruins. The siblings, who have never experienced anything other than luxury hotels, are horrified by the condition of the house. Germán explains that they have to renovate it with hard work and time. That night, they have a terrible dinner of street food and discuss their financial situation. Germán tells them they have no choice but to find jobs. The next morning, Barbie tries to take a shower, but the water is horribly dirty, so she resorts to using hand sanitizer all over her body. Javi asks his friends for money, promising to repay them once his father's name is cleared, but they refuse to help him. Barbie calls off her wedding with Peter, leaving him upset because he realizes he missed his chance to marry her when she was still wealthy. Charlie is the only one who takes the initiative to look for a job. With his father's influence, he gets a position at a bank, but his new boss is angry because the job was supposed to go to her niece. She treats Charlie rudely and threatens to fire him whenever she can. The siblings are facing the harsh realities of life without their family's wealth and privileges. They must now work hard to make ends meet and deal with the consequences of their father's financial troubles. The situation teaches them valuable lessons about responsibility, humility, and the importance of working for a living. It remains to be seen how they will adapt to their new circumstances and if they will grow from these challenging experiences. At the end of the day, the family gathers, and the kids hand over the money they collected. Barbie has earned the most, but it turns out she sold Javi's watch to get it. Moments later, their loyal maid, Maggie, and Lucho arrive at the house to lend a hand and bring some clothes for the family to change into. Lucho takes advantage of Barbie's situation and bothers her, just like she used to do to him. But when Aunt Maggie insists, Lucho has no choice but to give Barbie a job as a waitress at the restaurant where he works. Javi finally starts looking for work and becomes a public vehicle driver. On his first day, things go well until another driver cuts in line and makes fun of him, starting a rivalry between them. Meanwhile, Barbie works at the restaurant and is disgusted by the chef spitting on customers' meals. The rules make her change into her uniform in a shared locker room, and when she protests, Lucho tells her that her terrible personality deserves what she's going through. As time passes, the siblings adjust to their new life, learning to cook and clean for themselves. Although they struggle at first because they're unfamiliar with these tasks, they gradually get the hang of it. Javi's rivalry with the bus driver continues for weeks, and one day, he tries to race him to a parking spot, but this leads to getting stopped by the traffic police. Meanwhile, Barbie isn't very good at being a waitress. When customers are mean and rude, she responds even more rudely, causing them to leave without paying. Eventually, she figures out that flirting with customers earns her better tips, so she starts using that approach all the time. One day, Charlie makes a mistake at his banking job, and his boss calls him to her office. To his surprise, she suggests that he should do something right to make up for the mistake. This leads to a frisky encounter in the office. A few days later, after dinner, Germán discovers Barbie trying to make herself vomit to maintain her weight. He is shocked to learn that she has been struggling with bulimia since college, and he realizes that he's been absent from his children's lives, not giving them enough attention. The family's new life teaches them the value of hard work and responsibility. They face challenges and learn from their mistakes. Germán comes to understand the importance of being present in his children's lives and supporting them emotionally. The siblings begin to grow and change through their experiences, and their journey towards a more meaningful life continues. It remains to be seen how they will further adapt to their new reality and what lessons they will take away from their struggles. Top of form. In the meantime, Peter is talking to a friend about missing the chance to pay off his debts due to bankruptcy and Kareem running away with the money. However, Peter's friend doesn't believe him because Kareem is right behind them, talking to someone. This makes Peter suspicious, and he starts investigating the situation. The next day, Lucho and Barbie go to the market together to buy groceries for the restaurant. This simple activity allows them to bond and become closer than ever. Meanwhile, Javi confronts his rival bus driver and starts a fight, but the confrontation takes a surprising turn when they discover they both like books by the same author. They start talking seriously and realize they share the same ambition: to start their own business. After a few weeks, the family finally earns enough money to start renovating the house. As they work together, Germán mentions Javi's spelling difficulties, leading Javi to reveal that he is dyslexic and has been going to therapy for it. Germán is shocked to realize that he never paid attention to his kids' struggles, including the therapy bills. The next day at the restaurant, the owner throws a party for the employees. Barbie and Lucho dance, and their friendship takes a new turn as they share a kiss. Meanwhile, Peter arrives at their house and meets Germán, threatening to reveal the truth about the lie to the children. Fearing their reaction, Germán asks Peter what he wants. Just then, Barbie arrives, giving Peter an opportunity to tell the family that Kareem has returned with the money, and their bank accounts are working again. This means they can go back to their old lifestyle. The siblings are thrilled, but Germán is forced to keep silent due to Peter's blackmail. The family prepares to leave, and Barbie reluctantly bids farewell to Lucio, feeling indebted to Peter for helping her in this situation. The story unfolds with moments of deceit, self-discovery, and unexpected connections between the characters. Barbie, Javi, and Charlie are becoming more responsible and self-reliant through their experiences. Germán learns the importance of paying attention to his children's needs and struggles, and Peter's intentions become increasingly questionable as he manipulates the situation for his benefit. As the family returns to their former lifestyle, the impact of their experiences during the tough times remains to be seen. The next day, Germán goes to the office and talks to Karim about the problem. He wants to keep the secret from his kids, but he can't let Barbie marry Peter. Meanwhile, Barbie goes shopping for her wedding, but she's not happy about it. Later, Germán and Karim meet with Peter and a lawyer. Germán offers Peter money to leave Barbie, but Peter refuses and tricks Germán into signing a contract that gives him access to Barbie's trust fund, hoping to use it to his advantage if Barbie marries someone else. After the meeting, Germán seeks advice from Maggie. She suggests that he should tell his kids the truth because hiding it will only make it harder for them to forgive him. Germán trusts her advice and decides to do the right thing. Meanwhile, Peter proposes to Barbie again and pressures her to sign the marriage papers immediately. Ready to confess, Germán calls his children to meet him, but when he calls Barbie, Peter answers and hangs up quickly. Worried, Germán contacts one of Barbie's friends and finally learns about the wedding. He and his sons rush to the city hall to stop Barbie just in time. Germán finally comes clean and tells them the truth about the fake bankruptcy, explaining that he lied to teach them the value of hard-earned money. He also reveals that Peter is after Barbie's money and has been blackmailing him. The siblings are angry and hurt by their father's lies. They walk away without saying a word, determined to build their lives on their own, without Germán's help or approval. Javi and his fellow bus driver start a car wash business, and Javi cuts ties with his old friends who didn't support him before. Charlie finds a girlfriend his age and is happy in his relationship, while Barbie goes back to Lucio and starts dating him. Months later, on Barbie's birthday, everyone gathers at the house to celebrate. There's a knock on the door, and Barbie opens it to see Germán outside, wishing her a happy birthday. There's some hesitation, and Germán considers leaving, but his children call him inside, and the family finally reunites. Through trials and challenges, the family learns the importance of honesty, forgiveness, and the value of hard work. Germán's lies and Peter's manipulation brought them to the brink, but in the end, they found strength and unity as they faced their problems together. The reunion marks a new chapter for the family, with hope for a brighter future where they can support each other and grow as a family.